Well, good morning. And this work, it belongs to a research we are beginning to do in USP, University of São Paulo, in the Groundwater Research Center, CEPAS, and it faces policies and technologies to bring water security. And this river, São Francisco River, is the main river for the northeastern of Brazil. Well, as you can see, the São Francisco River it begins at the southeastern of Brazil and goes through the country to the northeastern of Brazil. It passes like 6 and more states. It has 2,600 kilometers of extension, and there is a basin area of 638 kilometers. And it passes into the driest region of Brazil. We have, around this river, we have a semi-arid region, and there is a historical, that faces historical problems with drought. And this river is very important for the development of this region because it has so different, multiple kinds of uses, as electric power, irrigation, public water supply, and fluvial transport. And because of this, we have a lot of different kinds of conflicts, actually, and as the agriculture is developing in this area, irrigated agriculture, and these kinds of conflicts may increase. And we are trying to study this kind of this river and this multiple uses, and by 3 ways. And using the concept of integrated water management and use, the governance, and the food and water security. And for this river, São Francisco, there is one aquifer that's very important. It's the Urucuia aquifer. And I put the initial in Portuguese, CEU, because it's as we find it in the lecture. Well, this aquifer, it covers 6 states: Maranhão, Piauí, Goiás, Bahia, Tocantins, and Minas Gerais. And Bahia, it's the most part of the aquifer. It's in Bahia. Well, its area, it's 109,000 kilometers. And it's a very productive aquifer. At the same time, it's very vulnerable because it's an unconfined aquifer. It's a sand soil, and it may increase. It may be affected by the increasing of the agriculture production, mostly nitrates and agrochemicals, and we have notice of reducing the recharge due to land compaction. And at the same time, the recharge zones, they are coincides with the new area of expansions of agriculture irrigated. And its importance of Urucuia, its contribution of the São Francisco flow at a place called Sobradinho. I'm going back here. Here, it's when the most part of the discharge of the Urucuia aquifer happens. And in dry periods, its contribution of the Urucuia, it can be at 80 and 90% of rate. So it's very important, okay? And we have had in Brazil 5 years quite of drought, and well, the flow has reduced a lot. So it's very important. And the kind of multiple use, well, I have lost, there is one, I had one slide that has run away. Well, in Sobradinho, here we have, there is two diverse, they take out water from the driest part of the northeastern. So if we don't take care of this situation, we don't manage it well, we are going to have a lot of problems, because we have a lot of cities in the driest area that they don't have no water. So it's going to be a source of water, water supply, and the reaching of the expanding of the agriculture. It's a new problem that you must manage to be able to guarantee water security and in this driest region. So the aquifer is now in the area of the aquifer. The land use and occupation is mostly by irrigated agriculture. 93% of it's irrigated, and the rest is for animal desedimentation, desedentarization, and industrial use and urban supply. And we have there and now 25,000 and more wells. But we have to notice that in Brazil, the rate of legal wells, it's very large. Most of the wells in Brazil, they are illegal. So this number is the legal wells we have. We have more, 70% of illegal wells there. This is this Urucuia, it is on the savanna ecosystem that we call Cerrado in Brazil. This savanna, it's where we have a lot of very important springs of the most important rivers of the center of the Brazil. Not only São Francisco River. We have Tocantins River and another of very important rivers. Well, and this area of Urucuia is in a major in a most larger area called Matopiba. That it is the initial names of 4 states: Maranhão, Tocantins, Piauí, and Bahia. This is the new frontier of Brazilian agriculture for exportation. So there we have a lot of soybeans, cotton, corn, coffee, rice, fruits. In Brazil, irrigation is not it's not so developed because we have our agriculture. We can do it in the rainy period. There are areas in Brazil that we can take 2 crops just by rain. So Brazil is the country in Latin America that has the less area irrigated area. Okay. Well, to think about the governance and about how it works or not, we have in Brazil 2 main important laws that organize the water institutions. It's the federal constitution that say what's the property of the union, and that lakes, rivers, and what courses, and land in domain and or flows in more than one state or country, and that stand into foreign territory or come. And for the states, it's internal rivers and groundwater. Groundwater in Brazil, it's management. It's done by the states. And we have a federal law approved in 1997 that organized the water management in Brazil. We have rivers basin management and plans, and organized the basins. The plans are approved by the river basin committees. We have participation of the society, civil society inside these committees, and it organizes the drilling permissions. And well, in Urucuia, for thinking about the governance, we have to face the problem of the social demand of water security and water access. And they demand information about Urucuia and its use. And we have to include the drought period that we have had and we are not finished yet in Brazil. It's very similar as California. Well, you have had good snow, but it's not sufficient. Well, we have different kinds of conflicts in this area. Fishing and agriculture, close rivers, power generations versus cities water supply. We have some rivers that were almost without water. We have the laws of groundwater quality and overdraft during the dry periods. Well, and what are the actors that works in this scenario? We have the federal, states, and local public administration, national and international agribusiness. This area is an important area for export, mainly for China. So there's a lot of investments, China investments there. Environmental prosecutors that they look after the environmental problems. Congress and non-governmental organizations like ASA. ASA is a network of a lot of civil organizations and non-governmental organizations. The same thing as CEPAS-IGc. there is a movement called SOS Urucuia and the Nature Conservance that is developing a partnership with the Bahia government. And civil society organizations, churches, and small farmers union. And church is very important in organizing small farmers and landless people in Brazil. And well, the social mobilization for preserving groundwater and increasing public water access is expanding in this region. So we have had a lot of farmers meetings and public meetings for demanding water access and demanding planning the groundwater Urucuia's use, public manifestation of claiming for maintaining of river flows, and the Congress that represents these people, and public mobilization together with the environmental prosecutors. Well, what this kind of mobilization has produced? Well, the water federal agents funded the studies and models of this Urucuia aquifer that now is being published. And federal and state governments give information access to the river basin committees. Bahia Environmental Department began to control soil erosion because by the rains, 18% of the recharge of the rain becomes recharge of the groundwater. And they are developing a partnership with TNC of Brazil. Boom. Well, what we have as results until now? Well, the environmental department defined that traditional solutions are not effective to solve water problems and conflicts. The solution involves integrated surface and groundwater management and are more adequate, not only multiple water use. Discussion with the farmers to take water for irrigation during the summer. And environmental and socioeconomic issues must be addressed correctly, considering that adoption of better technologies in agriculture, cultivations more water efficiency, and wastewater treatment in seeds. That we have until now. Well, thank you.
Right.